Ask not what your country could do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. That has been the motto ever since those words were spoken in this America, United States of America. But we can see, but don't want to see it. We are threatened by it, but don't view it as a threat. They had 2 world wars, American Revolution and all kind of things to establish a nation that has become so powerful that outside threats weren't the problem. The problem is the stink and the rot inside of this great nation. You see, those words, ask not what your country could do for you, that's what poor people live by. Poor people have been given to this country sons and daughters, labor, blood, sweat, and tears. But then you cannot see or recognize when people are taken from you, pitting one against another. Nobody likes to comment on who actually were the ones who built up this country. I'm talking about cleared the land and everything else. It was poor people. It was slavery. Okay? One of the things that we're going to have to come clean with is this stinking rot. And the fact that we are complicit in all the things that happen, because we talk of a yonder year when men fought on these grounds, United States of America, for their freedom from England. And I don't think they ever been free. But most people look to the United States for help and for all kind of things. They looked at them as the premier nation in the world. And now we won't even look to really see people as they truly are. Not unless they are people of color. But if they look like Europeans, we have a problem. We can't see. We turn a blind eye, even when they're stealing us blind. These words are more than just words. They are meant to be lived by. So you tell me, why do some people have the nerve to get in that office and to misuse the people who made and make this nation? Governments don't make this nation, and governments don't live together. Governments don't do no farming. Governments do not go to war and fight. People do. And they also fight one another when they have no reason to do so, because while they're fighting, somebody has their hand in your pocket. Yes, people love to see people of color and Europeans fighting, because while you're fighting, they're in the Treasury Department, they're in the think tanks, thinking how they can turn this country into a place that they can take over. You think I'm lying? What gave anybody the idea to take money backed by gold and to back it with nothing? What gave people the authority, and who gave people the authority to go in the Treasury Department? Even think about closing or cutting Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, Department of Education, and all of these things that most people that are beneath middle class, and now they're eroding the middle class, but we still can't see it because we haven't had enough pain. We can't see. We're like a damn ostrich, okay? You put your head in the doggone sand or the dirt so you can't see what's going on around you, so you don't have to do anything. I don't believe you're fearful, but they have a word for that. And I don't believe we have cowards here. But your actions speak louder than your words. We have let two men, they're not no gods, they were just put in that position by us, take so much away from us. And these men are borderline by being senile, making mistakes. And even if you would not call them mistakes, when you don't have the backbone to do what's right for the people or for the nation, then there's a problem. And the problem has always been the same problem, and it's been running the same game on each of us. And I'm saying each of us because whatever the government does, we trail right behind them just like sheep. And we get sheared. And then we take out our pain and our lack of not having things on people that actually gave more than you to this country. Now, I think it's because sometimes we're poor and we look to the rich to guide us like we some goddamn fools. I'm going to read something to you, and I had this thought. I know most of you don't like the truth, but you can't deal with the lie anymore either. Senator Cory Booker, he has sent up a flare, a rally cry, okay? And it is probably going to be a tidal wave throughout this country if we can eat and keep down that hatred and that stench of slavery and the stench of hating people because of their color. The children are changing that right now, whether you like it or not. You can call yourself whatever you want. But this is supposed to be the home of Americans. So you tell me, how can somebody from South Africa come here and talk about what Hitler did? Who's trying to bring what back here? I don't think that people are going to stand for that. But you stood by and you let somebody do it, and that's on you. That's called being complicit, going along with the program. Now my YouTube, it will be continuing, and I have to turn off this TikTok, but just know, it is not the time to sit down. It's not the time to be an ostrich, nor exhibit cowardice.